Alright, so this call, another tech came out. The TXV was sticking. She got it to release. And we are now here to double check. See what's going on. Alright, so I didn't record our conversation because a lot going on. They got this house built, it's a new house. And since they bought it, they have had nothing but issues. So right now what I'm doing is I have it in cool mode. I'm going to check my refrigerant pressure in cool mode, just to see if they seem okay. And then we're going to disconnect the reversing valve wire and we're going to run it in heat mode to see if the pressure's changed. She's saying it's short cycling and there's a lot of issues going on. So we are going to see if we can get everything fixed for her. So I'm going to take this side door off just so we have access to the true suction for heat. So I don't lose any screws. Do the same thing for this one. I don't know, a lot of times I'll dig deep when we have these situations. Basic stuff, I'll check refrigeration, and then after that, I'm just kicked on. We will check refrigeration, and after refrigeration, if everything seems okay, I'll dive deep and I'll start checking, just stuff like reverse airflow, any blockage, duct work, something of why it's not running like it should. Most of the time you can tell though a lot from how the refrigerant's acting. So right now the head pressure looks okay. Where it's like 68 outside, 71 inside. So cooling mode looks good on this one. We're just going to take this orange wire, or you can go right here and literally just pull one off, put it in heat, and we'll see what the heat pressure is on true suction. And if that drops down, see, he's already messed with this TXV and bulb. If that drops too low, then we got an issue. But if it's running steady, we might have an issue of it being a tad low in refrigerant. So this one's running fine. I'm gonna let it run for just a little bit, let that temp rise. Once we're done here, I'll run up there, I'll check temp split. I might even check static pressure. It's actually acting like it might be a little overcharged. She added refrigerant last time. head pressure is still going up. Still going up. It's about to go out on head pressure here soon. Oh man. It is still going up. It is 140 over 441. 71 degrees inside. Just seems like this side's high and this side's high. Which is telling me it's overcharged. Now we're gonna flip it back in cool mode. Let that run for a minute. I'm gonna shut this one off and then we'll run it when we need to run it. I don't want it to cool down too quick or something. There we go. Let this run for a little while. When I seen the last text pictures and notes, they're using analog gauges. So I don't even, and they said it was low on refrigerant, so I don't even know how you're going to tell it's low on refrigerant without actually getting the accurate subcool superheat reading and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm here. If you want to be a good HVAC technician and to be able to make as much money as possible, I know it's hard to spend money on tools when you can't afford it, but you got to look at it as an investment, and you have to invest in yourself because in the long run it works out. But I'm gonna look and see what this subcool is and let it run for a little bit. I think we might have a dirty coil airflow issue. This is looking like it's pretty close, maybe a little low where it needs to be. And then it's dropping again right here. And this side, it's making it look a little low too. But I'm pretty sure this refrigerant here is 8 plus or minus 3. Let's see. This one says 10 or C superheat chart. Okay, let's find our superheat chart. This is one thing I'm not liking about Testos, and I'm about to switch to Fieldpiece, is I just took these off, and this one, it's always a suction side, and it just even moved up, but it's reading at 1 PSI, when it should be reading at 0, because I zeroed it out before use. So I keep having these issues. I can't ever trust the reading. It's just a little daunting. So if I can't trust my tools, then I need to look somewhere else. I think I'm gonna order the Fieldpiece probes and sell these or send them back to Testo to fix. And these are the latest generation. Like, they're not even that old, maybe 6 months old. Alright, so I'm gonna go turn this one back on and we're gonna do the same thing. And I'll turn that one off for now. Nope, wrong button. There we go. Put this one back together. We'll let that one run for a little bit and we'll check pressures. This one here for level 2 is definitely showing a restriction or superheat. Actually, this looks a little high. I will let this settle out just in case, because this is dropping now finally. This is why you always let it run for a little while. But this is going up. The sub pulling is going way up. -17° subcooled. So if you let out to be equal here, this part here is going to end up looking low. So I feel like it's an airflow restriction. We're going to double check those coils inside. Man. I'm going to switch it to heat. We're going to check that now. I don't know if you guys seen my last video, but when I cut ductwork, I always go in an angle just enough to put my phone in. That's what that does. Make sure it's bigger than you expect, because the inside hole's gonna be smaller. It just kind of makes a cone, and you can see. I can already see. Look at this, guys. Check the next one in a second. I'll tape back up, and then we're gonna go do this one next. Another reason to switch this Testo thing here. I just synced it up twice, and it'll blink green, and then it starts blinking orange. I don't know if it's because it's low on battery, but being a pain. Alright, first I'm just going to pull it, make sure there's nothing sucked up in there blocking it. Looks good. Alright, we're going to shut it off. And it's not a variable speed, so we'll just try to. Oh, yes, sir. Alright, so we're in heat mode right now. Pressures look better. I adjusted the refrigerant a little bit in airflow, and it looks looking good. Put it back in cool mode. Actually, let me take a screenshot. Then we're going to put it back in cool mode. And then I'm going to let it run for a little bit and we'll check that. So I think we got a problem with the indoor TXV. Maybe just some stuff stuck in it. I put it back in cool mode. The pressures are bouncing around like there's non-condensables in the system. And or that TXV is just opening and closing or something. So something I think is going on with that indoor TXV. I've changed fan speeds. I've did everything to try to get the pressures to what they should be adjusted some, and everything is resulting into that TXV and door is not functioning right. Maybe there's some gunk just trapped in it, and it's not letting it close all the way or open all the way. So that's what we're gonna go, and I'm gonna give our estimate for TXV inline dryer. All right, that'll be this one. This one was a tricky one. It's fun. I like it when they make you. It really makes you dive all in hard and try to figure out what's going on. Makes you think. I like those calls. But I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you on the next one. But that's the result on this one. So maybe I'll film this TXV when we get out here. See y'all later. Thanks for watching.